Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yang Yiming. Today, our topic is: should China strengthen the regulation of online games to prevent addiction among teenagers? Imagine when you are a little boy or little girl, and if you have a phone or computer, and your parents always told you, do not play games and go to study. So think about that, and this has happened in our family and even many families in this country. So in today's digital age, online games have become an integral part of our daily lives. And although online games have an educational value and some advantages to us, but it also have posed dangerous addiction. So our point is, yes, we should strengthen the regulation of our games to prevent addiction among the teenagers. This is our content. First, we will talk about the current situation, then different perspectives, awkward things, and the last path forward. And I will talk about the first part, the current situation. In 2019, China has moved the first step by limiting the game time and the recharge options for minors. This is a key measure from excessive combining gambling consumption. And then 2021, this was a huge transformation. Teenagers are asked to only play on weekends and holidays. It ensured that gaming did not interfere with their studies and daily routines during weekdays. And the time moved to the 2023, the focus moved to short video platform. The use of short video platform by minors will be subjected to supervision. By supervising their usage, minors can be protected from inappropriate content and excessive screen time on platforms. And now, in 2025, biometric technology has advanced to a higher level, making it more difficult to overpass supervision. This technology ensures that the system can identify and restrict their access more effectively. And now, let's welcome the second speaker.
Okay, my name is Zheng Sipao, and I will talk about the next part. When we talk about the Chinese plan to control online games better to stop teenagers from getting addicted, people have different ideas. Parents are very worried about this problem. Many families has a serious problem because of it. For example, a mother once said her 14-year-old son used to be a top student, but after he started playing online games all day, his grades dropped quickly, and they often find about how much time he spent on games. So the parents strongly want the government to set up strict rules for games. These rules can help them to grow up in a healthy way, just like building a safe fence around them. Teachers also think it's a big problem. In classroom, students often look tired because they stay up late to play games all day, and they can't focus on lessons and their homework quality gets worse. A math teacher shared that one of his students failed his test many times when he asked students explained that he was too busy with games to study. So teacher were very happy about the idea of more rules for games, hoping it can bring students back to learning. But someone who works in the game industry feel differently. They understand some teenagers playing online games too much. However, they worried about too many rules will stop them to create new and interesting games. The game industry is not important for making money, but also for showing the Chinese story and culture to the world. For instance, some Chinese themed games are popular overseas. If there are too many rules, it will be hard for game makers to create fun and creative games. Still, most people think it will protecting teenagers was more important. So the game industry should find a way to help teenagers while still developing.
I'm Xu Duohang, and I will introduce some other things. Despite of this system gets many praise, but we have to admit that it is not perfect at all. For many millions who are not old enough to be adults, they have many ways to bypass the system. The two most common methods are use someone else's identity information or buy or rent an account on second-hand platform like Xianyu or Taobao. For use others' identity information, steal or use parents' identity information always can be easy. And even if parents' information cannot be used, there are too many adults' information online can be searched. For purchase or rent an account on Taobao, Xianyu, Jingdong, they are all selling game accounts. Most of them are 2RMB or 4RMB. And many of them provide removal identity confirm for millions so that all the millions can just bypass the systems. They can be studied, play like adults. This situation still until the facial arguments come. And then another worrying thing happened. When many millions found that they cannot bypass the system, they tend to addicted to the short video platform. So there is a famous opinion. 30 years ago, people exclaimed that pop music would ruin the next generation. 20 years ago, people exclaimed that TV programs would ruin the next generation. 10 years ago, people exclaimed that computers and internet applications would ruin the next generation. Nowadays, people are beginning to accept it claims that mobile phones will ruin the next generation. There are always things to stop you from studying, from work. However, we should know that is not a game or short video be more like easy to addiction. But there are more and more parents, they are concerned about their children's study. So it is not only country to make some rules to prevent addiction. For family, for school, and for families, they all have to do something to face it. And about all these problems, let's in fact waiting to make something.
Hello, it's Runqing Wang here. It seems that the issue of games has under heated discussion in nowadays China, and there are many worries and comments about online games. So my part is about the future path forward, and I will introduce some future steps for us to take, for China to take. Firstly, for governments, they must improve the relevant regulations. Although there are already some regulations limiting the gaming time and also game-related short videos, they still need some improvements. But apart from that, those laws should also cover the trade and rent of game accounts, as well as the act of teenagers who tend to steal others' privacy identity in order to log in their game accounts. That's a serious problem to solve. And also for gaming industry, they have to strengthen the self-supervision. What is it about? It means that they have to follow all the regulations and laws made by the governments, and it is their job to put all the laws and regulations into practice. They have to make sure that teenagers can only play games when they are permitted, and also they have to reject the illegal trade and rent of gaming accounts, as well as the act of stealing others' privacy identity. As for school and society, they have to enhance awareness among the teenagers by holding lectures and make advocates to remind all the teenagers about the harm of game addiction, and tell them it is time to switch their attention from the virtual world back to the reality, to their daily life, and also their study. And as for families, they have the obligation to directly control their children's time spent on smartphones and also video games. And it is also recommended for the parents to spend more time calming their children. Since more time is spent in conversation relatively, their children will have less time playing games, isn't it? And also there's future steps for teenagers. They can learn to be more self-disciplined, since gaming is there, whether to play it or not, it depends on you, isn't it? And they can try to form more hobbies, because it will help them to connect with the society more, and they will come to the realization that actually the reality is much more attractive than the virtual world. Okay, so here comes our group's conclusion, and it is our group's general attitude towards game. Look, there's a double-edged sword, isn't it? And that is game. It is. And from the dark side, game make teenagers addicted. They have huge negative impacts on their life, on their study, and also adding pressure on their educators, family, and also the whole society. And that is why it is essential for governments to make more powerful management and control towards the games. While at the same time, it has another side, since if controlled well, game can still be an excellent way for teenagers to enjoy their daily life and to have relax. And as an industry, game itself can be quite successful because it is well-known and making much more profits. At the same time, video game itself is a unique cultural carrier, spreading its unique culture to all the world. And so, because game has its privilege, our attitude towards game cannot be simply banning it. Instead, we are controlling it. And our aim is to create a network connecting the government, society, family, and schools, and also the game industry to form a protection network for teenagers, making sure that they are out of the danger of game addiction, at the same time still have the chance to get access to their beloved games. Okay, so that's all for our presentation. References are here, and thank you very much.
Okay,